Good morning. I'm Jane, bringing you good news for December 17th. Well, it's just 1 week until Christmas Eve, and if you're anything like me, you might be feeling a little bit frazzled and tired. So I pledge to keep this very short, and I hope it will be restful. Think of it a little bit like a lullaby, and children are welcome to listen. So I wanted to read you another story from my old book of Christmas legends from many lands. And the story is called The Nightingale. And here is the picture to look at first. So you can see Mary holding the baby Jesus. And if you look very closely, you can see a bird on Mary's shoulder. And here's the story. In the stable at Bethlehem, the infant Jesus was restless. Lovingly, his mother Mary picked him up and sang him a lullaby in her sweet voice. But on this night, nothing she could do would comfort the child. A nightingale had been standing on the rooftop, listening intently to Mary's song. Now he flew into the stable, and perching fearlessly on Mary's shoulder, he joined in the lullaby. The little Jesus became calm in Mary's arms, and soon his eyes were closed in sleep. Gently and carefully, lest she awaken the slumbering child, Mary laid him in the manger. The nightingale touched his beak affectionately to Mary's ear, and then fluttered to her hand. Grateful for his help in calming the child, Mary told the bird that henceforth all nightingales would be endowed with her own voice. And since that night, the nightingale's song is the loveliest of all the birds of creation. And so beautiful is his voice that when he sings, the woods and meadows are hushed, and the other birds cease their songs to listen in wonder. Now, this story is not found in the Bible, and I don't know where it came from. But I like to imagine that somebody heard the beautiful song of a nightingale and thought that anything so lovely had to come somehow from God. And the sweet melody made them think of how mothers and fathers all over the world sing to their children to help them get to sleep. By the way, nightingales are unusual because they sing at night, not just during the day as most other birds do. And that's how they got their name. And so it makes sense that they might help to sing a baby to sleep at bedtime. Times when I'm a little short on rest remind me of what a wonderful gift of God sleep is. The writers of the Psalms knew this. Psalm 127 says about God, He gives His beloved sleep. When I have trouble falling asleep, I remind myself that God loves me, and I repeat those words. He gives His beloved sleep. God's care for us never stops, even when we're sleeping. And I also love the image of the mother and child from Psalm 131. So let me close by reading that to you. O Lord, my heart is not lifted up. My eyes are not raised too high. I do not occupy myself with things too great and too marvelous for me. But I have calmed and quieted my soul like a weaned child with its mother. My soul is like the weaned child that is with me. O Israel, hope in the Lord from this time on and forevermore. So I wish you all a joyful Christmas and many moments of rest and peace in these last days of Advent and through Christmastide. See you later.